What the hell happened?
Who in this segment? Is that Black Jesus?
We got that's Black Jesus. That you know what I'm saying. This is an HBCU show. I gotta have Black Jesus. What the hell happened? Starting up. Now, mind you, they were just talking about you, P.
Who?
Alcorn, when y'all lost to McNeese, they was just talking about y'all.
What they said about me?
They said y'all could. They said McNeese was trash and y'all couldn't do nothing. And what the Alcorn Alcornites?
Well, I don't never really have much to say about them. I leave them. Why they was picking on me though?
Cause they said they did y'all dirty. They was like, they can't win, can't do this. And then now look at Alcorn. Look at him. Look at him under the bottom of that hoof. 42-14. What the hell happened?
Should I talk about it?
Break it down.
Time to break this thing down.
Mm-hmm.
They got their ass stumped down. That's why they underneath that hoof right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go because this show been crazy so far. Boy, I can't believe y'all with the No Diddy. I can't believe Prairie View. I can't believe Benjamin. I can't believe Louisiana Tech. I can't believe UCA. Why we had to start like this and then jump right into Alcorn with this ass whooping to the Cowboys. Alcorn, what happened to you? You used to be the man. What happened to you, bruh?
Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie.
What happened to you, bruh? 42-14, you went from a high horse to underneath the horse. All right. What happened to you, bruh? All right. Let's jump into this game. McNeese, Alcorn. McNeese is a tough team to beat in Lake Charles, Louisiana. I can tell you because I was there game 1, week 1 of the season. Alcorn in this ball game, 421 total yards of offense, 204 in the air, 217 on the ground. Alcorn was 6 of 18, Scotty, on third down conversions, 0-2 on fourth down. On the other side for the Cowboys of McNeese State, 3 of 9 on third down, 457 yards of total offense, 246 yards passing, 211 rushing. Guess what? Turnovers all across the board in this game. 3 by McNeese, 2 by way of fumble, 1 interception, and then for Alcorn, 2, 1 by interception, 1 by fumble. Alcorn penalized 10 times for over 100 yards in this ball game. Now, I think this is where Alcorn fans are going to find their frustration. Xavier Vaughn, 16 of 41 in this ball game for 204 yards passing, an interception, and a touchdown. He also included 16 carries for 127 yards and 1 touchdown. I don't know what he was trying to do, but it wasn't enough when you look at Clifton McDowell and McNeese State on the other side, who went 15 of 21 passing for 229 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. He also added 8 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown. So his offensive production was a little bit more efficient than you look at the other side for Xavier Vaughn. But then you look at Damon Jones for Alcorn, 7 receptions, 105 yards, but no touchdown. And then you look at Jashawn Barb, 10 carries, 76 yards, and the touchdown. And then D'Angelo Durham for McNeese State, 10 carries, 31 yards, and a touchdown. This was a complete beatdown. It was 28-7 at halftime, and the Alcorn just never could get anything going. Quarterback play, I don't know what you're going to do, because if you're just looking for a running back at quarterback, you might as well run the Wildcat, Alcorn. And right now, it does not seem to be any offense, and I see why fans were complaining about last week against Edward Waters. Even though it was a win with 30-plus points, it was not walking away being impressed with how you got those 30-plus points. And coming into McNeese this week, Clifton McDowell, McNeese State, ran all over you, 42-14.
Man, that's tough. Shout out to the breakdown. I want to give a shout out to Miss Faye. I like what you do.
What happened to that boy?
What happened to that boy? I like that. That's about to be the new soundtrack for that, Jay. All right. Next. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty taking a quick break out the video. Got to let you know that the Off Script Anywhere campaign is still in full force. Guys, and you've absolutely been killing it. Now, Cash App has shut me down with the limit of transactions, but I've opened up another way that you can give as well. Venmo has now been officially open as well, Off Script TV, as well as Zelle at Scotty@itsoffscript.com. So if you try Cash App, it denies you. You can go over to Venmo or Zelle as well. Now, anyway, as always, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm a holla. God bless. Now back to the video. On what the hell happened? Who's up to bat on this next one? Standing on business. That's what Grambling doing. They said what?
To that boy. Whoa. What happened to that boy? Yeah. What happened to that boy?
Can you hear that, P?
I hear it loud. And
shout out to Miss Man. That was
I like that old school Grambling Tiger you found, boy. Where you dig down there to find that?
You know how Google be. You know how Google be.
You found that 1947 Grambling Tiger.
Standing no business.
Yeah. They used to be in the paper in the comic section right there.
Yes, sir.
41-20. Nobody, I think, would have saw this coming from Jackson State, but we talked about that lure of Eddie Robinson State. The spirit of Eddie Robinson in that thing, and it has always been a tough place for Jackson State to go and try to get a win. And you see that Tiger stepping all over their ass right there in that 20. Did you do that on purpose?
Come on, man. It's me. Come on, man.
Tiger crime in this one. I cannot believe Jackson State after last week beating Southern the way that they did, and then all of the noise that I heard across social media. I got called out all week about how I don't know football, how I need to stick the ban from Jackson State fans, how I was so rude and disrespectful, and all of these things that Jackson State fans tried to call me out for, but the whole time they forgot to look into the next week, into the next opponent, that's Grambling. You were still so caught up over me and Southern where you forgot that you had Grambling and you had to go to Grambling. And because of that 41-20, you guys should learn from Prairie View. Pay attention to who's in front of you and not where you was going and where you come from. Prairie View, I'm still on you. I'll come back to you in a minute. But Grambling, 41-20 over Jackson State. Jackson State jumped out to an early lead in this ball game. 14-0 in the first quarter. Jackson tried to make a comeback in the second half, but at no time did Grambling trail in this game. They continue to put up points as the game goes on. 7 points in the second quarter and the third quarter, and then the dagger was the 13 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. Grambling stayed in this ball game 4-14 on third down conversions, 271 total yards, and this is when they say the stats don't tell the game. Fact. 271 total yards for Grambling in this game, 167 passing, 104 on the ground on the other side. 3 of 12 for the Tigers of Jackson State on third downs. 1 of 3 on fourth down. 400, ladies and gentlemen, 38 yards of total offense. 279 yards in the air. 159 yards on the ground. But I'm going to tell you what killed Jackson State in this game. Penalties and turnovers. 11 penalties for 100-plus yards in this ball game and 5 turnovers. It was an anomaly. It's something that you just don't see every day. It was unexplainable when you walked out of that stadium, and all you can do is just look around like, what the hell happened if you was a Jackson State fan? 5 turnovers, 3 fumbles, 2 interceptions. Cameron McCoy started this thing along with Jacoby Morgan for Jackson State. Cameron McCoy going 8 of 17 for 140 yards, an interception along with a touchdown. And then you look at the other side, Jacoby and Morgan at the quarterback position, 5 of 12, 139 yards passing, a touchdown and an interception. Once again, they tried to go running back by committee, and there was some success. You look at J.D. Martin, 8 carries, 56 yards. Travis Terrell Jr., 5 carries, 45 yards and a touchdown. Irv Mulligan to go along with that. 7 carries for 39 yards. And then Cameron McCoy, which I think why you see T.C. Taylor very high, his dual threat. 8 carries for 20 yards. And then you're looking for Tillian from the wide receiver room. 3 receptions, 91 yards for a touchdown. On the other side, Miles Crowley, the SWAC offensive MVP preseason pick. 16 of 28, 167 yards and a touchdown. And then you look at Hargrove, Contravian Hargrove, 16 carries, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns. Workhorse in this ball game when you needed him, along with Trey Bradford, 12 carries, 27 yards. And then Javian Robinson from the wide receiver position, 5 carries, 44 yards, 5 receptions, 44 yards. Turnovers and penalties. Jackson State didn't look like the disciplined, fundamentally sound Jackson State that we saw the week before. Something was off, and I'm going to say it was just the spirit of the whole Eddie Robinson, that this is what happens in these type of games. It's things that you cannot explain, that are unexplainable. And when it happens, you just can't look and just say, hey, This is what always happens. And for Jackson, they know this always happens when they go to the hole.
Huh. And you know what I asked him?
What happened to that boy? Yeah. What happened to that little boy?
What happened? All right. Next up, last one on what the hell happened. Listen, the shocker of the evening. I think everybody and their mama was asking.
You can't on the rise.
Oh, my bad. Wrong flip. But anyway, what happened to that boy?
What happened to that boy? You look at Bethune-Cookman coming into this game. Scotty, they led 28-7 in the first quarter. They went into halftime with a 34-14 lead in this ball game.
34-14.
You got to ask what the hell happened, because in this ball game, 17 first downs for Bethune-Cookman, 4 of 10 on third downs. They mustered up 477 total yards on offense, 382 yards in the air, only 95 on the ground. Penalties, once again, my God, heavy across the conference. Blue talked to me about this on Sunday, but you look at 12 penalties for 100-plus yards in this ball game. On the other side for Clark Atlanta, they got 28. The fact that Clark Atlanta was able to get 28 first down to Bethune-Cookman 17 lets you know how they was able to move drives, extend plays, keep the ball moving when they needed it. And that's what you need when you need a comeback. 5 of 12 on third downs, 1 of 2 on fourth down. The Panthers put up 451 total yards of offense, 379 yards in the air, 72 on the ground, only 1 turnover by way of interception for Clark Atlanta. And this one on the other side, 2 fumbles for Bethune-Cookman. How about this guy right here, David Wright for Clark Atlanta, Scotty? This kid seems to be legit. 30 of 49 for 374 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an interception in this ball game to go along with it. Jamel Jones, wide receiver for Clark Atlanta, put on a clinic. 10 receptions, 127 yards with his longest reception of 38 yards. And then on the other side, Cameron Ramsey for Bethune-Cookman. He went 22 of 31 for 382 yards, 3 touchdowns. And he also added 11 carries for 79 yards and a touchdown. And Kobe Stewart from the wide receiver spot for Bethune-Cookman, 2 receptions, 79 yards, and a touchdown. How about the Panthers coming back, scoring 24 unanswered points in the second half, and their defense stifling Bethune-Cookman, only holding them to 3. 24-3 in the second half, and getting a 1-point victory. Clark Atlanta for the Division IIs, able to upset an FCS Division I, 38-37 over in Daytona Beach.
Man, I almost forgot about one. I do apologize, guys. My mind plays tricks on me sometimes, as they say. But last but not least, we gotta ask,
what happened to that boy? Yeah. What happened to that little boy?
They was talking. They put a clap into that boy. Them Eagles was feasting. Okay, them Eagles was feasting. What you got?
Oh, 40 points at halftime by the Eagles. It was 40-12 at halftime in this ball game, Scotty. Do y'all hear me well? 40-12 in this ball game. North Carolina Central and Trey Oliver. And is that the Eagle flying away with the A&T, and it's finna feed it to the?
Got to feed it to the baby birds. Got to feed it to the baby Eagles.
Boy, you diabolical with the graphics, boy. Woo, you crazy, boy. You something serious with the graphics.
Oh.
Listen, the Eagles and Trey Oliver, 22 first downs, 8 of 13 on third downs, 512 yards of offense, Scotty, for the Eagles. 354 passing, 158 on the ground. No turnovers for North Carolina Central in this ball game. But on the other side for the Aggies of A&T, and I continue to say it, and I said it last week, they have fallen to the depths of being fed to the nest. 4 of 18 on third downs, 327 yards of total offense, 208 yards passing, 119 yards rushing off of 32 carries, 4 turnovers in this ball game for A&T. And for anybody, that is a tough day when it's 4 turnovers, 3 by way of interception, 1 by way of a fumble. You look at both teams played 3 quarterbacks apiece. Justin Fumby, well, how you say this guy's name? Fumby, whatever.
Don't ask me.
Whatever the hell the case is, he was on the losing end for A&T anyway. Where you at, A&T, Roy, and everybody else that be in here trying to talk noise? 12 of 26, 153 yards, and 2 interceptions. Braxton Thomas for A&T, 4 of 9 for 46 yards. And then Kevin White. I like your last name, Kevin, but damn, you didn't do nothing. 1 of 3 for 9 yards. And then you look at that was nothing, bro. Hold on. I just between 3 quarterbacks. What was y'all doing?
AP, he said A&T, the black schools.
I had to stop myself for a second. All right, let's jump on the other side for the Eagles. Walker Harris comes back from an injury last week, 15 of 22, 254 yards and a touchdown. Joshua Jones, 3 of 3 for 54 yards and a touchdown. And Javian Martin, 1 of 3 for 46 yards and a touchdown. And Jamari Taylor, how about him? 19 carries, 137. He got back to his old ways, Scotty. 19 carries, 137 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then Markel Quick, 4 receptions, 119 yards and a touchdown. Certified ass whooping in the Aggie Eagles class. Certified. The Eagle delivered it itself. Certified. It comes straight to your front door. Shout out to Trey Oliver. When it's time to get his team ready to play, they get up and play. And this is one of them ones in a rivalry that people know of the Aggie Eagle Classic. The fact that it was 40-12 at halftime never was a game, and the Eagles closed it out. Shout out to them and Trey Oliver.
Shout out. And once again, and we just still asking.
Boy, whoa. What happened to that boy? Yeah. What happened to that?
And it don't even make it no easier. Hey, listen, if I was an Eagle, I would have been playing that all through the stadium last night.
Oh.
Bird sound.
Every third down that went to a 4th down conversion, that's what it would have been playing on the punt.
What happened to that, boy? Hey, listen. Hey, NCCU people, don't know.
Beat them folks by 42 points.
Just thank me. Just thank me later. Just thank me.
You got beat by 42 points.
That's a true 40. That's a true. Because a lot of people like JSU by 40. All that.
That's 40.
This is what by 40 mean. When people
that's
say
FAWTY.
Not scoring 40, beating you by 40. And I would have put 80 on them.
Stop saying it when you standing with FORTY. It's FAWT. 40. 40. Beat you by 40.
Oh my goodness. That is an ass whooping beyond an ass whooping right there. Let's get into the local matchup.
Thank you for watching OffScript. Make sure to like and subscribe.